proceeding with the case, Mr. Tuesday versus the NFLandU podcast. Mr. Tuesday, state your case.
Your Honor, I'm unfortunate to inform you that my friend not only refused to compensate me, but forced me to talk about the Atlanta Falcons, gave a terrible take on the state of the NFC North, and said that Phillip Rivers was a competent quarterback.
Objection, that's not true, Your Honor, that's not true. Order! This is not Fox Sports. I deem civility in this court. Mr. Vassar, your defense. Thank you, Your Honor. In short, Chance has been my best friend since sophomore year of high school. We had always been very nice to each other, and I would always go the extra mile in our friendship. I don't know where he came up with this convoluted idea that he deserves to be paid, but I promise you, I can even assure you, sir, that there was no prior conversation regarding a payment. As for the other stuff, I really don't know what football has to do with a court of law, Your Honor. I'm calling your witness to defend the Colts as a playoff caliber team, Mr. Vassar. Mr. Paul Emmerling, please state your case.
Your Honor, Phillip Rivers is not good anymore. He's really old, throws the ball like a duck, has a bunch of kids, can't focus on football anymore. They beat Andrew Luck into the ground, and they shouldn't have. All his internal organs are not where they should be. Jim Irsay sucks. And they're kind of like the Browns. They underachieve. Probably win 7 games, if I had to guess, at most. That's it, Your Honor.
Mr. Vassar, your attorney's response.
Well, Your Honor, I would attest that the Colts O-line is absolutely stacked. Last week on our podcast, we served evidence that they could potentially have a plethora of all-pros on the defense. They suddenly have a quarterback that they want versus a guy that was subbed in August because of a retiring guy. And their wide receiver core is one of the most impressive in the league. So that's my evidence, Your Honor.
Well, based on the evidence of what I've been told today, Mr. Vassar, I hereby sentence you to 5 years of incarceration with a chance of parole at the end of this year's football season. And Mr. Tuesday, Chance Coda, you have been awarded ownership of the NFLandU podcast and all of its assets. Oh, God. Right now I'm in a police car on the way to a prison. This is without a doubt the worst day of my life. Worse than Texas losing to BYU. I think I'm going to... Wait, hang on. What's that noise? I think I'm getting a phone call from... Mark? Mark, hello? Can you hear me?
Hey, man, what's up? Jeez, that didn't go as we planned.
Yeah, no, it didn't. It really didn't.
Yeah, well, my day's only getting worse. I have Chance here. We're trying to do the podcast, but we didn't take any notes. Is there any chance you'd be able to help 2 old friends out?
Chance is just like those Madden games, Mark. He tried to make it all about himself, which worked out for him, but ended up screwing up everything for everyone else. But since this is my last day of freedom before they take me to jail, why not do something I truly love? I'm in, Mark.
And welcome back to the NFLandU podcast. I am your host, as always, Chance Coda. I am being joined by my co-host, Mr. Mark Hogan, the Irishman. And we have let's call him a really special guest, ladies and gentlemen. The former host of the show, Mr. Hayden Vassar. Hey, Hayden, how's your day going?
Chance, you know my day's not going well. Don't give me that. Don't give me that. I'm in the back of the police car. You took my...
Well, trust me. Me and Mark are happy to have you here. That's for sure.
Hi, Mark.
Yeah, especially me. Especially me.
Thanks for having me on, Mark. You know, it's good to hear your voice while I'm in the backseat of this cop car heading to prison.
Well, you weren't the only one in the news today, I guess, Hayden. Plenty of other stuff happening around the NFL, guys.
Yeah, you know what? That's a good point, Mark. And you know what? I did have notes. You were right when you called me. I did have notes for today's show, and I'm stunned that Chance didn't have any because it's his show now and he should take some damn notes.
Hey, I've been very busy, all right? It's been a very busy day for me. And you, too.
Yeah, it's been real busy.
yeah, this is an over chance. I promise you that.